Hello, it's Sarah Fabian. Welcome to Inspired Living, coaching for a woman's soul. In today's episode, I'm going to offer you 3 practices that will help you set New Year resolutions that last. Setting New Year resolutions is a powerful way to help us move forward in life, both privately and professionally. The very first practice I'm suggesting is to clearly identify what it is that you want. What do you really want? Is the most difficult question I could ask as a coach. Most people are unable to clearly, specifically define what makes them truly happy, joyful, and fulfilled in their life. And if we are unable to clearly know what we want, how could we make it happen? Making sure we are clear on the specific areas we want to change or transform is power. So I'm suggesting you take a piece of paper and put down your thoughts. What is it that I truly want? Which area or areas in my life I want to change? Maybe you want a more self-loving, balanced, self-compassionate, confident relationship with yourself. Maybe you want to bring love into your life, romance, feel loving and lovable. Maybe you want to make more money and bring financial abundance into your life. Or maybe you want to make a professional change and step outside of your comfort zone and start doing something you like, you love, and believe in, something that gives you genuine fulfillment. Making sure we know what we want is essential. Practice number 2 is related to setting goals. There's a beautiful quote I love that says, "Goals are dreams with a deadline." In order for us to achieve whatever we might want in life, it's not enough to want, to envision. Having a vision is empowering, is power. However, we have to do stuff, we have to act, right? So setting goals, making a plan around our objectives is a must. And get mindful of your goals, of your expectations. Make them achievable, long-term, not just short-term sustainable. Make them specifically clear goals that you can commit to. When we know we've done the best we knew and the best we could, there's no room for self-punishment, self-blame, or regret. Step number 3, make sure your New Year resolutions belong to you. Here's what I mean by that. Let me give you this example from my private life. Looking back on my past, I came to realize most of my New Year resolutions were related to losing weight. At the time, I used to feel not unattractive as a woman, too fat, not beautiful, not pretty, not ugly, some kind of average woman. And guess what? Wanting to lose weight every single year was actually imposed on me. It wasn't about me. My New Year resolutions did not belong to me. In other words, I was trying to follow and artificially, unnaturally embrace society-imposed norms and regulations related to what a beautiful woman should be like. And in the Eastern European society that raised me, it was all about being slim. In reality, I felt good about myself. I'm a Taurus. I love the small pleasures of life, food included. So my New Year resolutions were imposed on me. They sounded like I have to lose weight. I must. And everything that sounds and feels like something you should do, not something you want to do, something you should do, just make sure you know it's imposed on you by either other people you're trying to please or make happy, or by external sources, maybe by society-imposed norms and regulation you are trying to artificially embrace, as I did. Anything that sounds like, I wish, I want, my dream is, my longing is, comes from a personal place of power, truth, and confidence. Secondly, I can recall I used to make my New Year resolutions unsustainable because of the very high unachievable expectations I was setting on myself. Kind of, I am going to go to the gym and exercise every single day. Or I am going to lose 10 kilograms a month. Was that even healthy? No. Very unsustainable, very unrealistic. Every single year copy-paste scenario, I was going down in weight a lot in January, February, and from March, April, I used to put everything back. So, to repeat, practice number 1, make sure you know very clearly and specifically what it is that you want to transform. Practice number 2, set realistic goals and expectations. And practice number 3, when you act and before you act, make sure your New Year resolutions come from a place of power. Make sure they belong to you. And if you need help and support with your New Year resolutions, find a coach. It's not 100% needed if you think you can make it by yourself, but I'm telling you from my experience, I worked with coaches before being a life coach myself. A coach helps you keep commitment. A coach is supportive. It's always along your side during your journey. If you like this video, if you find it useful, join my community. You can find me on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, and LinkedIn. And if you haven't done that yet, sign up for my weekly newsletter on my website, sarafabiancoaching.com. My newsletter is the place where I share the best things I know. Wishing you a very successful, fulfilling, healthy, loving New Year. All the best to you from my heart, all the best to you and all your dear ones. So far, take good care and see you next week. Bye-bye.